If you're excited about the World Cup, but you're thinking, okay, how do I do this with kids? This episode is for you.
Because not every World Cup memory has to start at a stadium.
Exactly. Today, we're giving you 2 family-friendly ways that are simple, welcoming, and honestly, just fun, no matter your age.
One is hands-on and active, the Imagine Children's Museum here in Everett.
And the other is community-centered, easy to say yes to, but not necessarily what you'd expect when it comes to soccer or sports, the Sno-Isle Libraries. This is From Pitch to Puget Sound, presented by the Snohomish Podcast Network.
I'm Kyle. I'm here for the soccer lens, the culture, history, and the little things that make this sport feel like a community.
And I'm Emily. I'm here for the practical side, the how do we actually do this side.
And today, the practical side, family-friendly entry points that don't require you to have to be a soccer expert.
Let's start in Everett with Imagine Children's Museum. Here's Dr. Elee Wood, CEO of the Imagine Children's Museum, telling us about this amazing space.
It is the biggest children's museum in the Pacific Northwest. It's a wonderful place that is full of interactive, hands-on exhibits, immersive exhibits that you can explore the world around you, and particularly explore some of the really cool things about Snohomish County. When you come into the museum, you enter into our Woodlands Adventure, which gives you a full-scale sense of what it's like to be in the Pacific Northwest. You can climb into a treetop canopy and run around some really cool rope bridges and things like that. And if you're really careful, you can find Sasquatch. That's just the beginning. There are 3 floors of activities and things that you can do. They're all reflective of the region. There are ways to play. Some of our favorite exhibits are the waterworks. So you get to play with water, explore physical attributes of water. There are air mazing space where you can see the properties of air, but there's also a full-scale airplane with all the pieces in it. There's a theater. There is, oh my gosh, there's so many things. There are a lot of things to do. There's so many things I can't even tell you them all.
If you've never been, the Imagine Children's Museum is one of those places where kids can be kids freely. They can touch, try, build, explore, do all sorts of fun things. And parents, you get a chance to relax a little.
And here's why it matters for this summer. The World Cup is going to be everywhere. But for a lot of families, the best way into soccer isn't a loud watch party.
It's something interactive, something that lets the kids move, feel, and have fun while engaging with this sport.
Dr. Wood tells us why children's museums are such a powerful on-ramp into big community moments like this.
To me, that's the reason why children's museums really do put kids' worlds in their hands. And it is to take something that's familiar that they see every day and give them a chance to be a part of it and to change it, manipulate it, and make it theirs. And that's what makes it really cool. And I think as a transplant to Snohomish County, I think it's one of those things that it made it a lot easier for me to be really interested in what more I could go and see and what I could do. So there's still, there's a couple of things on my Snohomish County bucket list that are in our exhibits that makes it really exciting. And I think, there are some kids who come here who haven't been to those places either. So one of the things that we have is the opportunity to help them see how cool it is, this place that they live in and places that they want to go. And I think that's the other benefit is you can connect that up so parents have the opportunity to connect that experience with something that they might go and do or some place that they went and then they see it in the museum. So it's a nice loop. And that's all part of lifelong learning. And that's really what we're all about.
That loop that she talks about is really such a big deal.
Yeah, it's like see it in the moment, then go try it in real life, then come back and understand it more.
And if you're listening and you're like, okay, but what does this soccer thing at the museum actually look like? We got you.
Because Dr. Wood literally walked us through it.
This here is where the entrance is. So when you come up, we'll see there'll be some entry signs that just talk about soccer, what it takes to be a professional, that it takes skills, and this is really focused on skills. So a lot of the signage very minimal, but basically says to be a good soccer player, you need to practice. You need to practice your skills, and you need to keep that up. So we will have these 2 areas here are the penalty kick challenge, and this is where you'll be able to see how fast you can kick a penalty. And there will be a readout that tells you how fast it is. It's indoors though, so it's going to be, you can't kick it really, really far. Here's a thing that I learned. One of the things that's really awesome about working in museums is you get to learn a lot of things. And because I don't know a lot about soccer, it gave me a chance to learn more. There are a whole range of soccer ball sizes that are scaled for different levels of players and sizes of kid. So we will have mostly kid-sized balls from the littlest ones to about the medium size. So we're not using professional level soccer balls because this size is not appropriate. So there will be a space here that will be just free, open, kind of kicking, juggling, kind of learning how to do it. Got your penalty kicks here. So it's called a sensomat, and basically you'll have instructions on things to do. So like, can you do that, and you follow that, and the ball will track all the sensor mats so you can see how you're doing. So it's like Dance Dance Revolution for soccer. And then here you will enter the dribble course. So all along the wall here is where you will have the stadium view. So it will look like you are in a stadium setting. We'll have a little like floor layout of what the pitch looks like. And then you'll come through here, dodge opponents, do your things. And then you will score. So this part gives you a sense of being on the pitch.
I love this because it's not you have to know soccer. It's you get to play.
And while the kids are playing, they're learning the basics. Kicking, dribbling, ball control, all these things that you can have fun without even making it feel like a lesson or teaching.
So if you're building a World Cup day for your family, this is a great anchor outing. Museum earlier, food after, and then you decide if you want to watch a match somewhere or keep it cozy at home. The Snohomish Podcast Network is now a member of the Everett Chamber of Commerce, and we're excited. More people should join. And Kyle, have you ever been a member of a Chamber of Commerce?
I have not. I, to be honest, have no clue what the heck a Chamber of Commerce does.
Okay, well, in a nutshell, they advance economic opportunities for local communities. And I would say through networking, resource, and collaborations. And that's why it's so important that we have them here in Everett. They're actually relatively new. We used to have a chamber. It became the Economic Alliance of Snohomish County, but the Everett Chamber is back, and it really does help small businesses get connected. And I can speak to this firsthand. My husband, my spouse, James, he runs Day Electric. I help him out on the business. Last year in Everett, on a whim, I went to their construction and trades mixer. It was awesome. I had a great time. I was like, James needed to be here. So this year in January, they had another one, and I attended. James was late. He was, had a long day at work, was like super disheveled. He got there, he went and made so many friends. And we have months of business with a few different contractors in that space for his electrical business. So it has already paid off. I said, we're going to be members. And he goes, well, hey, I guess that Chamber of Commerce membership paid off. And I was like, I'm amazing. So you can really see the benefit of I'm amazing. Wendy Poischbeg's amazing. She has grown this Chamber of Commerce in 2 years, not even. We will keep talking about all their great benefits as one of our partnering organizations.
Super exciting.
Okay, now let's talk about the most underrated World Cup resource in Snohomish County.
Your library.
And if you're thinking, wait, how does a library get tied to soccer? Honestly, I had that exact same question.
So we asked Sno-Isle Libraries Marketing and Communications Manager, Katie Leone.
We really align our events with community interests, and we want to make sure there's something for everyone and all ages. So it's a great way to bring people into the library to connect. It's a great place for families to go if you're looking for a family-friendly event. And if you're maybe never even touched a soccer ball and not interested in soccer at all, there's still something fun for you to do.
That's the whole point of this episode.
You can participate without being a soccer person.
And Sno-Isle isn't just doing a little something, they're doing a legit community event.
We have a lot going on. I mean, we will have one large event. We're calling it Kick It at the Library, and it's on June 27th. It's going to bring together community, soccer, fun, and we're going to turn our parking lot in front of the Elee Wood Library into like ultimate game zone. And we'll have a large screen for people to gather and watch the game. They can bring their lawn chairs. their favorite sports jersey, their team spirit, and cheer on during the game. We're going to try to have some food trucks on site to purchase food. There's going to be games. There's going to be a soccer skill station. So if you've never done anything with soccer, kids can practice, get a feel for the game, get a love for the game. We'll have some community partners there so they can learn about local community organizations as well. And we'll have some music too. So it'll be a fun, ultimate get together, celebrate, have fun together as a community. We always want our events to be community centric, and it's always about the interests of our community and aligning with what they like to do. And our community likes to get together. They like that community connection. And ultimately, we also have the first 400 people will get a soccer scarf that's a library themed that they'll be able to pick up at the event if they're one of the first 400. And then we have a limited edition library card that they can change their card that's soccer themed. So if you love soccer, you can get a library card that's soccer themed.
That's a fantastic opportunity to combine World Cup, community, and everything else.
And beyond the big event, the library is also a great way to get ready, especially if you're new to soccer.
And I would say, in addition, our libraries are a great place to stop by if you are interested in soccer, or you maybe want to get the lingo down before the games start, that we have books you can check out. We'll have soccer themed lists. We'll have different fun programs that the community can come in and just do little activities. So there's always something at your library. We have summer reading going on, which will have some soccer themed elements incorporated into our summer reading program. We do have a FIFA Wii party for teens, kids to play on screen at the library as well. And there'll be smaller watch parties at some of our libraries too. If you check our events calendar, you'll be able to see everything going on at your library at sno-isle.org/events. You'll be able to find anything soccer related or anything else for all ages.
And one of the best ways to take advantage of the library right now is to take a look at their reading lists. They have dedicated reading lists, all to help you and your children get ready for the World Cup. They have reading lists around the giants of soccer featuring books on Messi and Pele, some of the biggest names in soccer, some sports fiction books to help you get excited about the sport while also just enjoying good stories, as well as a dedicated kids list all about how to teach them about soccer, what is the World Cup, and all sorts of things. We'll include in the show notes links to these reading lists, and we'd highly encourage you guys to take a look. I'm sure these books will get reserved quickly, so try to get your hands on them ASAP.
And the Sno-Isle Libraries will create lists for you. So if you have other interests or you want to dive deeper into something specific about soccer, they can help you create a book list. Okay, quick framework. If you're planning a World Cup day with family, pick your vibe.
If your kids are really big into noise and crowds and big events, go find the local watch party or a big community event. Of course, we've talked in the past about the big one in Everett. Take a look at that one.
Let them loose. If your kids need movement and structure, do Imagine Children's earlier in the day, then watch highlights later, or watch the match at home.
And if you're looking for calm, maybe a little bit more chill vibe for your kids, maybe more introverted, community, library events. They're going to be fantastic. They're going to be easy. They're going to be calming areas where you can still enjoy soccer while not feeling like you're in the throngs of the event.
And I think we can do all three because I need all of that in my life, Kyle.
Absolutely.
And the point is not to do it perfectly. The point is to make a memory. And if you're still on the fence, is this going to be awkward if I don't know the rules? Katie had the best answer.
I would say be ready for big energy. I feel like soccer fans have really big energy if you've ever been to a Sounders game, and just enjoy it because it's easy to get into the game when you're getting into the crowd, because that's part of the great thing with soccer is the fans, because everyone's waving their scarves, have songs, and everybody wants you to love the game too. So if you go up to someone and ask them, wait, why did that not count? And it's oh, they were offsides. And then they'll explain what offsides is. So then you know what just happened there. Because my husband did not grow up in soccer. So he does the same thing of that should have counted. I'm no, it didn't. They were offsides. And I have to explain the rules over and over. But everyone's always okay doing that because they just want everyone to love the game as much as they do. But it's the energy of the crowd that I feel like always gets you so excited. And that's what I'm most excited about for our Kick It at the Library is bringing everybody together to get that community energy and everyone getting to watch the game together.
I'm really excited about the energy, that big sports energy. That's what makes the stadium so much fun. I don't care if I don't know soccer. I'm going to go party with people from around the world.
And I love that part of the soccer community that doesn't care if you know the rules. If you don't know what's happening or if you don't know what just happened, ask someone around you. They're more than willing to help you understand what happened, explain rules. Everyone's in this together. We're all here to enjoy it. So just be part of the community. There's an energy, be part of it.
People love to explain things to you and bring you into their favorite sport.
Absolutely.
We will link the event calendars and anything we mentioned in the show notes.
Next up, we're going to drop a bonus episode the week the first games hit.
Next time, we'll bring you a ready to leave the house checklist. What to pack, what to wear, parking, timing, and how to make it work with kids.
And I'm in on that one because we're going to be talking about the fun stuff soccer people always talk about. Scarves, jerseys, the silly little traditions that make it feel like a real match day. This has been From Pitch to Puget Sound.
Brought to you by the Snohomish Podcast Network. I can't wait to get my uniform. See you next time on the pitch. Quick note, this podcast is independent and not affiliated with or endorsed by FIFA or the FIFA World Cup.